Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Seahawks going up against the Packers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Lets it go for Nelson. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
I got number 18. I got you, 18. 319. Down. One left. Down. Clear right. 319.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Play clock winding down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Shea McClellan in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers making their way out, and again for them, feels like they're the team to beat in the NFC North. They've won that division 5 of the last 6 years, and Aaron Rodgers just feel like he has at least another Super Bowl left in the tank maybe, right?
I would say so, and I think there's probably some frustration that he hasn't gotten back to the Super Bowl after winning that one against Pittsburgh, because one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL, prime of his career, you don't want to waste that opportunity. And it came close last year going to the NFC Championship game. They want to take the next step. They have it all there in front of them. They know that they tend to rule that division. Now can they make that one last big jump in the NFC and get back to a Super Bowl?
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Rodgers now on 1st down. Lets it go for Nelson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Watch right.
Rodgers to throw again. Caught left side, Bennett. And he is knocked down from the side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Have you gotten used to seeing Martellus Bennett in number 80? I mean, he's been number 88 his entire career, right?
And how about that? The fans selecting his jersey number.
Yeah, that was his idea. He put that out there on social media and said, here are a few choices. What should I wear? And he went with what the fans picked. Over 100,000 people weighed in.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. 319. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got Bennett. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A Packer first. Rodgers to his new target, Bennett. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
319. 258.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Rodgers now to throw. The rookie from Michigan State, Malik McDowell. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from NC State, Josh Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Rodgers now on 1st down. Pass incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
6:30.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he gets it down to the 32. Now we're going to get a halt in the action because Ty Montgomery is shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 32 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
On the return, here's Dree Archer. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seahawks heading out, and for them, 5 straight years of double-digit victories and a playoff berth. They've had their run of the NFC West and probably likely the favorites this season as well.
I would agree with that. The counter-culture Seahawks, because the way they evaluate is for their system, for their franchise, for their culture. much more so than whether a guy fits everything that you're looking for to check off a box. Quarterback, he's supposed to be too short. He's one of the best in the game. And they went in free agency this year and got Eddie Lacy. Everyone else wanted Eddie Lacy to lose weight. They said, we still want him big because we want him to break some tackles. Flip it over to defense, they get after you. Simple schemes, but they tune it up and play it at a high level. They expect to get back to a Super Bowl.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player is just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Jimmy Graham had a really tough injury in 2015 that ended his season, but what a bounce back in 2016. How did he not get any votes for Comeback Player of the Year?
I was just going to ask you that. Not that Jordy Nelson wasn't deserving, but 65 catches, 923 yards. That was the highest total by a tight end in Seahawk history.
And I think there's a chance that both of those numbers will increase in 2017.
Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Throw left side complete. That's Bennett. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. They got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the 2nd quarter now. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And out now come the Seahawks. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Wilson on second down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
On second down, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Baldwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
At some point, the doubters have to just kind of back off with Doug Baldwin, don't they? I mean, we're talking about back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, had over 90 catches in 2016. He's going to play with a chip on his shoulder, but he's going to be productive.
2016, also his first Pro Bowl as well. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So all 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
And all these field goals are great, but it's touchdowns that win games for you in the NFL. So you just wonder if settling for 3 on some of these drives is going to come back to haunt him.
This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Mike Morgan in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
319!
Now Rodgers. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Lockett. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, 54 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
58!
Working from the gun. Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
319!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty. He
steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Second down following the run.
Let's go.
Wildcat look. Here's Rawls. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know Davante Adams really developed in 2016 as a receiver for Green Bay. I think he had plenty of incentive because when Aaron Rodgers breaks contain, gets out of the pocket, anything can happen downfield. You can find yourself open, can't you?
And it makes Adams a high-volume guy. Week 7 and 8 last year, 25 catches. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Crosby on now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Wilson again to Rolls. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. On second down, Wilson. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Finding some room at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Baldwin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw again is Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
Easy. 319. Go.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Nelson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And Charles, after an injury-plagued season a year ago, nice to see him get back into the end zone here in Week 1.
You know as well as I do, chomping at the bit. I mean, all off season, wanting to get back in form, get back on the field, show that production that he had previously, and getting into the end zone, that's a big statement for him.
It's got to be just like a breath of fresh air. Like, here we go, last year behind me, let's move forward.
Good point. Shed it and move on.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. A win would be their second on the young season. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
319! 319!
On the toss, here's Williams. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got Bennett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Rodgers now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the fly.